Hi, this is Dave with FrontEndAudio.com. I'm here to talk to you today about the Little Labs Redeye passive direct box and expandable reamplifier. I'll start by saying a couple things about the company and this particular device. That Little Labs has put a great deal of effort and thought into the design and build of this particular device, and it's a great product in that at a moderate price it offers the user the ability to do a variety of different things, starting with the most basic function of converting instrument level input to a balanced line output. And it's also very useful as a reamplifying device too. Want to start talking about the basic features on the front panel. There's also some connections on the back panel that we'll get to in just a moment. Starting with the instrument input jack on this end, there's a 1/4-inch jack. Then you have 4 switches here, the first one being for whether it's being used as a reamplifying device or a direct box. You would push the button in depending on which way you're using it. The next switch over is whether you're using the 1/4-inch and XLR connectors for local connection, as it's called, or as an expansion unit. Which I'll show you how those connections are used on the back in just a minute. The next switch is for phase inversion, and the last switch is for the earth lift. If you have any grounding issues, you can push that in to correct for that. Next to that is a small hole for the pad, which requires a small screwdriver or pinpoint device to get inside and push the button out. The default, the way it comes from the factory, is that there is a -6 dB pad engaged, and if you needed more gain, you would activate that switch outward so you can get 6 dB more gain from it. Variable control here at this end is for when the device is used for reamplifying. You can set the output gain using this control here. And the last jack on this end is for reamping. This is where you'd connect a cable going from this device to your amplifier. And on the back panel of the Redeye, starting at this end here, the 1/4-inch jack on this end is for when you're using the device for direct box. This would be the throughput, and you would connect this to your amplifier for performance on stage or in studio. The next jack over is XLR. And this is the balanced line output for when it's used as a direct box. Next jack over is an XLR female connector that you would take the line input signal from your multi-track recorder or your computer interface for the purpose of reamping. Your signal would come in there. On the far end, you've got 2 expansion connections, 1/4-inch. Designed as a TRS connection when being used as an expansion unit, so that basically you're able to use a series of Redeyes, 2, 3, 4 units, as many units as needed for when you're driving any number of vintage guitar pedals or guitar amplifiers, for instance. Basically, you come out of the expansion output to the expansion input of the next unit and just continuously daisy chaining each one to the next. And when you are using this in expansion mode, there is a button on the front panel that you would engage for that purpose. As I mentioned, using the Redeye as an expansion unit with additional units side by side, 4 of these will fit comfortably in a rack shelf. And Little Labs does provide rack kits that are available separately for whether you want to rack 1, 2, 3, or 4 units in one rack space. I think that the Little Labs Redeye is an excellent device and one that you should have in your toolbox, whether you're working on the stage or in the studio. If you have any questions about this device or any of our other Pro Audio products, please contact us on the web at www.frontendaudio.com.